Welcome back to my channel. Today we find James from Tyrant Terminator Audits getting removed from the DMV in Woodstock, Illinois. Being the ignorant frauditor that he is, he just doesn't understand why he was removed from the DMV, so he goes to the police station to file a complaint where he's given a free education but still refuses to accept reality herein the Frauditor Zone.
Good TTA family. Back at y'all with another one. Man, today we at the DMV out in Woodstock, Illinois. We're just getting ready to see if they respect our rights to record in public and to make sure that our rights are not infringed on by anyone at any time.
The answer to that really depends on your actions. If you can respect that they are a limited or non-public forum and can legally restrict your right to record, meaning you stop recording or leave if they ask you to stop recording, then I am sure they will be very happy to be respectful of your rights. However, if you are not going to respect their rights to limit your recording, well, then they are still going to respect your rights because allowing you to continue to record is not a right you have there. See, rights are a funny thing. They aren't there for your benefit. They are there for everyone's benefit. And sometimes people just won't get their way. It's how you react to it that determines whether you are a man or a moron.
Let's go see. Hello. Nah, not today.
You're not supposed to use your camera in here, sir.
I'm sorry?
You're not supposed to use your camera in here.
Really?
Yeah, you have to turn that off.
I'm pretty sure I can. She's confirming, I think, right now, because I'm pretty sure I can. What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Paulette.
Oh, okay.
You need to turn off your phone, sir.
I'm pretty sure I can record in public.
Not in here.
Pretty sure I can.
Yeah, because then you can catch people's private information.
Yeah, I'm not going to record anybody's private
Well,
information.
we don't know that, though. Are you?
I'm telling you now.
Well, are you going to turn your phone over to us so we can review that you don't have any of anyone's private information? on it?
Absolutely not.
It's no surprise to anyone that he chose to be a moron. I love how he expected people to believe his little pinky swear that he won't record personal information, but then refused to allow them to see what he recorded as proof, yet still expects them to believe him. Oh, ignorant frauditors.
Okay,
What's your name, sir?
I'm not. My name is
Brian. Are you the manager?
I'm not the manager.
Oh, okay.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing today, sir?
So, are you like First Amendment Audit, or is that what you're doing?
I'm just coming in documenting today, you know.
So then, do you know how this goes? As a security guard, I have to tell you that you can't film on our property.
Well, I'm pretty sure that I can.
Okay.
Because it's public. Obviously, this is a public building.
Okay.
I'm not the laws. I think obviously say that as long as you're not recording in test sites or stuff like that. So I mean, they just told you, obviously, fraudulent information. For lack of a better term.
Now, the frauditor where he got his information from gave him fraudulent information, for lack of a better term.
So the state of Illinois, the Department of Police, and the Secretary of State,
Uh-huh.
they are the ones that do not want filming inside.
The Secretary of State.
Secretary of State Police, yes.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, maybe it's probably, I understand what you're saying, that they don't want it, but if it's not illegal, they're.
Okay. So I do have to ask you to leave. If you don't leave, I'm just going to have to call law enforcement. I just got to do my okay?
So you're gonna possibly subject me to harm because I'm exercising a right.
Well, I'm just letting you know that the state of Illinois does not want you to film it here, and if you continue to film, then I have to call the police, and then you are subject to arrest at that point for trespassing on state land.
How am I trespassing?
Trespassing on state supported land because the state of Illinois does not want you to film
But how can I be trespassing? I got official business here.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you
I just told the young lady I'm coming in to grab some pamphlets and see what's available to the public. The young lady at the front desk right
Show you
there.
where those pamphlets are?
She
They're
showed
not
me.
back here.
She showed me.
They're not back here though.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Is this a publicly accessible area?
It is.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely, just no filming. Okay.
Okay. So what, you going to contact McHenry or?
Yeah. So like I said, now I have to pass it up. Okay. So if you're gonna leave, I do have to call law enforcement, and then, like I said, you are subject to arrest at that point. I'm not gonna arrest you, but the people that come might arrest you.
I mean, if you guys going to wage war on my rights, then.
He doesn't have official business there. He's at the DMV. Official business would mean anything having to do with the services that they provide there. Collecting pamphlets and making a YouTube video is his own personal business. It would be more accurate to say that his business there is to waste government resources, as now he has not only wasted the security officers' time, but the time of the officers that have to respond. Let's not forget the pamphlets that he's going to take and probably throw in the trash because he's not really interested in any of that information, and he could easily find it online even if he was.
Obviously, that's. I was just telling the young lady right here at the front right here. She asked me what did I need today. I conveyed that to her. She offered me to look where the stuff was at, and like I was just telling them that.
Sir, are you not? You're not gonna leave.
She's asking me a question, sir. She
It's
kind
just
of.
if you have nothing else to do here. then
Yeah, no, I just actually arrived. So what I was going to do is grab some pamphlets, document this office, and then leave.
Okay, what kind of pamphlets do you need?
Oh, well, I haven't seen what's available. She told me it's right here on the
Go
wall.
up front and let's look at pamphlets. Let's get that done.
Yeah, sir. So, I mean, y'all going to try to wage war on my rights,
I'm
man.
not waging war, sir.
I
I'm
mean-
just doing my job, which is
Yep.
to call law enforcement. Because this happens a lot, and unfortunately, the state of Illinois wants us to not have this happen.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is everything that we have. So are you looking for a driver's license?
Well, whatever's available.
Right here. Yeah, in all different languages too.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm just going to grab a couple of pamphlets, document, and buck on out of here. That's like I told them.
I even have a map if you want a map.
Okay, appreciate it. What's your name, man?
My name is Carol.
Carol. Thanks a lot, Carol.
No problem.
Yeah, so Carol was nice. The other security guy, not as much, but he said he's going to call law enforcement, so we're going to wait till they get here, see what they say. The guy's staying tuned. You said what, sir?
I called law enforcement, and they're gonna want to speak to you when they get here.
So McHenry County Sheriff's coming?
No, Woodstock Police Department.
We're in Woodstock. So are they on the way? Or, 'cause I mean, I don't want to run. I would definitely want to.
And you're not to run. You're not a threat or nothing. I'm just letting you know that I have to do my job and report it up when something.
So let me just ask you, what security company do you work for?
I work for the state of Illinois.
Oh.
Security guard for the state of Illinois Department of Police for the Secretary of State.
Okay, so what's your name?
My name's Anthony.
Anthony. What I'm trying to convey to you, though, sir, is what I'm saying is we have rights to do this.
I understand.
And I understand that they're giving you a job to do, but maybe you should become a whistleblower and let them know that you don't want to infringe on a citizen's rights. That would be the right thing to do.
That statement makes you wonder if maybe this frauditor really believes that what he's doing is right and just suffers from a heavy dose of ignorance rather than douche canoe-ness. Being ignorant is actually worse than being a douche canoe because being ignorant means not only that you don't know, but that you don't even want to know. So you stay forever in the bubble of ignorance. At least douche canoe-ness can be sometimes corrected with a quick visit from P. Barnes. Let's just move on to when the police get there.
You doing, officer? Good. What's going on? Well, a couple of people concerned. They said this young man, and I had spoke to Carol here. I had let everybody that works here know that I was going to grab a couple of pamphlets, get a couple of different shots of the DMV, and book on out. Nothing nefarious. Don't have any ill intent. Sure. He was telling me about I guess a policy. It's a policy. So, but the thing about a policy in the Constitution is they are diametrically opposed. So I have a right to do something. The policy obviously is trying to infringe on that right, but I don't want to give up my rights. Like I say, I have no ill intent.
So you wanted to video?
Just in the publicly accessible areas. Not going past any restricted doors. I'm not trying to get anybody's personal information on the computer or anything like that.
And I think that's where their concern comes in, is because pretty much everything they do business-wise here is personal information.
I understand.
IDs and license plates.
Okay.
So I believe that's where the policy comes in. Nobody's trying to keep you out of here, but the fact that your video could span across somebody else's application for plates or DL, and then all of a sudden that is now been recorded.
You know what's your name, officer, again? Gustus. What's your badge number? And you, ma'am?
Abrahamson.
Abrahamson. Okay, I want to make sure I get that right. And,
Very lengthy.
okay, and your badge number?
82.
82. Okay. What I was trying to convey to your partner here, same thing, is I'm not doing anything nefarious here. Don't have any ill intent. I just want to be able to exercise my rights unmolested. And this young man right here was telling me about a policy that they do have in terms of recording, but like I conveyed to him, the policy and the Constitution is diametrically opposed.
No, it's not at all. The Supreme Court has designated that government buildings, as limited or non-public forums, have the right to restrict speech as long as the restriction is reasonable and the restriction does not discriminate based on speakers' viewpoints. So the only thing that is diametrically opposed is the frauditor and reality.
So
I'm not trying to give you a hard time, but some of my employees are very uneasy about you doing it.
I understand, but they work in public. That's the only thing.
I know.
That's the only thing, Carol.
People don't.
I understand.
No, none of us want to be on YouTube.
Sorry about that.
So our other officer is actually talking to the Secretary of State Police right now.
Okay.
To try and see, they believe that there is a specific statute that does permit or not permit people to video in here because of what this officer was saying about
Really?
all the personal information. So that other officer's out there right now waiting for the specific
The statute?
Yep, that would be an actual law that does not allow you to do it. So if he can find that, then we'll relay it to you.
Okay.
But
I you know what? I doubt it.
Just because of all the personal information that the Secretary of State has.
Right.
That's why.
It's literally every transaction in here is a personal matter.
Yeah.
But you know what? The only way I can get that is if I literally walk right up to the computer with her and put my camera directly on it. If I'm right here, just say I'm right here. How can I get anybody's information?
Like the gentleman right
I won't turn over there and even put it right
You
there.
might overhear something, your camera
Well,
might hear it, that sort of thing. So there has to be a line drawn.
You see all those cameras in it?
I get that.
Let me
but
ask
it's
you
not
though.
audio.
I'm just asking. Can I come in here and ask them to turn it off if I feel uncomfortable?
That's for security purposes. This
Oh.
is not for security purposes.
Why not? What makes you assume?
Because what do you need it for?
Because I'm documenting.
But for what?
For my
Security
purpose.
reasons.
For my purpose.
But to make you feel secure.
With a customer behind you.
I'm saying like what?
You know, I got customers coming in. Please. I'm asking.
How's
nice.
this? How's this?
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Appreciate you, Carol. So like I'm saying, Officer Gustus, this young lady was telling me something about maybe there's a statue. I would love to know that
Yeah,
statue.
Officer Meza is on the phone with the
Okay.
Secretary.
Because Carol, you know, before you guys showed up, Carol was all right.
What's your name, sir?
James.
James?
Yeah.
All right, James. This officer's telling me that you've already been trespassed from several Secretary
Absolutely
of State
not.
offices.
Never been officially trespassed, ever. Never. I've been asked to leave, but never officially trespassed, ever. Absolutely not.
So police officers never told you that you need to leave and are not welcome to come back without risk of getting arrested.
Ever.
Okay.
And I hope, wish, and pray that that's what's being conveyed because I got video evidence of it all. So if that's what's being conveyed to you guys, then that's a direct lie. So.
Now, that is very interesting because I have video evidence that he was trespassed before. I actually covered this frauditor back in January when he was trespassed from the Social Security Administration building. Let's go back in time and take a look, shall we?
Flashback.
We all are.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, sir. My name's Mr. Diaz. I'm the Assistant District Manager.
What's your
here.
name again, sir?
Mr. Diaz.
Mr.
What is your
Diaz.
name?
I'm not going to give you my name at this time.
Okay, what I need for you to do, if you're not going to wear a mask and you're recording, you're going to have to exit federal property. If you don't exit, you'll be arrested for trespassing.
I'll be arrested for
Okay?
trespassing.
And there are services we can help you online at www.ssa.gov
Okay.
for alternate services, okay?
Okay, what's your position
All right.
here?
Thank you, sir.
So there's no
Again, you'll be arrested if you don't exit federal property. Thank you.
so I can't come conduct my business.
I would say that's a no.
So who's going to arrest me? Because you guys don't have jurisdiction.
It's
To
besides
arrest.
the complaint we do. That's
Yup.
what I just checked on.
So okay, I'm gonna leave now. So this is what I'm gonna say to you, Officer Baker.
Okay.
It's been conveyed to me from the manager that if I don't leave, I will be arrested.
Right.
For what? What will be the charge?
Criminal trespass.
It'll be criminal trespass. So am I trespassed now?
Yes.
I'm officially trespassed.
Yes.
Okay.
End of flashback.
That's interesting. Let's review that again.
This officer's telling me that you've already been trespassed from several secretaries
Absolutely
of
not.
state offices.
Never been officially trespassed ever. Never. I've been asked to leave, but never officially trespassed ever. Absolutely not.
So police officers never told you that you need to leave and are not welcome to come back without risk of getting arrested.
Ever.
Okay.
It's been conveyed to me from the manager that if I don't leave, I will be arrested.
Right.
For what? What will be the charge?
Criminal trespass.
It'll be criminal trespass. So am I trespassed now?
Yes.
I'm officially trespassed.
Yes.
Okay. I'm officially trespassed.
Yes.
Okay. I'm officially trespassed.
Yes.
Okay. I'm officially trespassed.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, isn't that special? One eternity later.
All right, so you're refusing to leave, right?
I mean, no one asked me.
We're asking you to leave, and you're refusing to leave, correct? Because
Asking me to leave. Like I just told, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it like I just said to them. After I get my shots, I'm going to leave.
after your shots, what?
Yeah, after I get a couple more shots.
Oh, gotcha.
I got that side already and got the center, so I'm done here. But
You're under the impression that you can videotape, correct, here?
it's a law that you can't. Only way you can't record is people's. The testing sites.
Right, but there's no way to prove that on our end because the cell phones are so good, right? So, what the Secretary of State Police made clear to me is that the Secretary of State's office is not considered a public fora because there's so much sensitive information in the facility. So they have a detective coming out here right now so they can explain it better than we can.
Okay.
If you choose not to leave, they can arrest you for criminal trespassing to state supported property.
And the truth shall set you free!
I'm just explaining what they explained to me.
Okay. Well, your sergeant is on the way as well, right?
Yeah, but
okay.
they have their sergeant. They'll take.
Well, what I mean by your sergeant, because you guys are law enforcement, as well.
Over there. So same thing at the post office.
Well, let me ask you this.
If the postmaster says something, we have to do it, even to us. That's how it
the
works.
post office. It
It's
comes
their jurisdiction.
Federal Protective Service,
Correct.
FPS.
But this is the Secretary of State Police. So these guys will have jurisdiction over us here. So I'm
Okay.
explaining it to you before they come here, because if they do come here and they do go ahead and tell us, we explain to them that you've been recording
Right.
what you have, obviously there's video surveillance of that,
Right.
then they will go ahead and deem it that this is not a public or a place for you to do that. Right?
Okay.
That's what case law has, and I can show you the case law right now too if you
Okay.
want.
Okay.
So I'm just explaining
So,
to you.
so let me just get this right. You're saying it's case law
Correct.
specifically for the DMV,
Correct.
Secretary of State's office.
Correct. Specifically for that.
Okay, specifically, and after they come here and ask me to leave, and I because they're going to ask me to leave.
Correct. They're asking us to ask you to leave. But
Well-
if you choose not to, they're coming out here. They're coming out here regardless.
Okay, well, watch this. If you guys are asking, it's not a lawful order to leave, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so since it's an ask, and then I'm going to decline because I feel like I'm exercising my rights. However, if they come here and do the same precise thing, and I say that same thing to them, and they force me to leave, then we know what's going to go on after that. We already know everybody's qualified immunity goes straight out the window.
Shut up!
Because these is well-established laws. That's the only way.
I just explained to you though.
I understand.
That
I understand.
This is not considered a public forum.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
But that's what I'm saying. There is case law for that. I'm explaining it to you. I'm trying to give you a heads up before you get arrested for a stupid felony. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well,
You don't need to.
Like I said, we'll see. You're doing your job.
Right.
It's all good.
And I've offered to show you. I can show you.
Oh, you got it on you right
I got
now?
it on me right
Okay.
now.
Yeah, let's see. And it has to specify to the Secretary of State's office, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Just because of the personal nature of what's being transacted, like we discussed this entire
Man, you know what? They can do that everywhere. Post
So
office.
let me show you real quick. And if you don't mind, can you not show that on this because it's my phone? So I'm asking, I'm showing you.
Come on,
so you
officer,
can
man.
explain it to you. I'm offering to show it, but I don't want my phone in your.
While I'm reading it.
Correct.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna keep this rolling though, but
Yeah,
I'll keep it.
absolutely,
Okay.
Absolutely. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
There you go. Can you read it out loud?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So, however, the First Amendment is not absolute, and SOS, Secretary of State, has maintained that the Secretary of State facilities are not traditionally public fora and appropriate regulations of speech and appropriate and within the lawful authority of the Secretary of State. Secretary of State's facility is no less than a private owner of property and has the power to preserve the property under its control for the use of which it is lawfully dedicated, okay? So these are the case laws. This is the case law that's under. Let me scroll to the next one. Therefore, in order to prevent the SOS facilities from becoming the traditional public fora, which I explained to you it's not, videotaping of any kind by persons inside the facility should not be allowed.
Okay.
Like I have explained to you, if we ask you to leave within the facility, then you can be arrested for criminal trespassing under that statute.
You lose! Good day, sir!
Well, because you haven't showed me that part of it.
Yep. This is the criminal statute right here. Pursuant to 720 ILCS 5-21-5.
Okay, let me read the top of it.
Yeah, go ahead.
If after giving notice, the individual continues to videotape. Can you scroll it over a little bit?
Left?
Yeah, this way.
That way? Or more?
Well, over here so I can read the rest.
This way?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're on number 23 on this.
Okay, notice is an element of this offense, and therefore it is imperative that notice be given prior to asking a person to leave the facility. Cease filming it. How you doing, Sergeant?
What's going on? How are you?
Nothing much. Like I've been trying to tell these young, fine officers, man, since we've been here. I'm doing nothing nefarious. Don't have any ill intent. Just trying to exercise my rights, right? However, Officer Mesa, Officer Mesa showed me something on his phone that has case laws attached to it. Only thing I have
Specifically for Secretary of State's office.
so what it does say is that you could be detained.
No.
It does.
Right.
What you showed me, it says that.
Correct. So you can be detained for it, but then if you choose not to leave or comply, then we can arrest you for criminal trespass to state-supported property.
Well, this the thing, though, when we talk about in terms of law enforcement, right? In order to detain someone, you have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime is afoot.
Some people are really fucking stupid. One eternity later.
So here's what's going to happen. Is that I talked to the Secretary of State,
Okay.
police security guy.
Okay.
He's going to send over the exact statute and everything that's been written.
Okay.
Violation of statute and stuff like that.
Okay.
And after I look at that, I make sure that everything's like what violation and everything like that. Then
Okay.
I can ask you one more time. If that's not the case, then we have to pay sheriff. Okay.
Like,
So-
okay, I'm gonna just say this.
But I want to read the statute first, so I know exactly which one they're talking about.
Okay.
So there's no confusion about it, since this is their specialty and stuff like that. And at that point in time, then I ask you to leave, and then hopefully you just go out and you can record outside all you want.
Okay.
But due to the fact of sensitive information in here, there was a ruling that's saying that the Secretary of State is not considered public forum
Right.
inside the building. So therefore, I want to read all that and make sure that 'cause I don't have that memorized at this point in time, because these are newly occurring.
I wanted to point out that these are the people that frauditors call tyrants. This video is already over 20 minutes long, and I cut out a lot of it as it is. And here we are with the officers still being polite, professional, courteous, and trying to educate this ignoramus, even though he still refuses to listen. Try telling any of these men just one time about your rights and see what happens. I say just one time because you won't get a second chance to do anything ever again.
A few minutes later.
Alright, here's basically from the Illinois Secretary of State Police right here. Photography, video recording, SOS facilities prohibited. So here's this. Is this his copy? Can you have this, or do you want to keep this copy?
They don't want it. That's internal.
Oh, they don't want me to have a copy.
So,
You just videoed it.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying.
Due to personal identifying information and sensitive documents.
Oh, come on, Sarge. That's Sarge. You see how that looks, man? Come on, man. I can't.
just read it to you.
I'm just saying I can't read it.
Okay. Well, you told me after I saw that you would leave if I asked you to leave. So therefore, I'm telling you, you have to leave now, or you're going to get arrested.
And what would I be charged with?
You'll be charged with violation of
What would be the charge?
It's criminal trespass.
Criminal trespass.
So if I don't leave, you're telling me as a sergeant I'm gonna be arrested for criminal trespass.
Get the fuck out!
Be arrested for
If I
criminal
continue to
trespass,
stand in here and exercise my rights.
inside the Secretary of State's office.
Okay, that's the only standing I need, man. So, and how do I get to you guys?
Police station?
Yeah.
It's on Lake Avenue.
Lake-
56 Lake Avenue.
Okay, all right.
Down to the red light and take a right.
All right, appreciate it.
All right? This is actually right about. Have a nice day.
You too. Yeah, so we go over here to the Woodstock Police Department. Yeah, TTA family. So like I said, we over here at the Woodstock Police Department, man. Out in Woodstock, Illinois, and we left the DMV, came straight over here. Definitely finna go in here and try to see if we could talk to someone over that sergeant, because he said it. And like I say, that's all you would need. You don't need to. I know a lot of people like to get arrested and think that's all they need. No, your rights were violated regardless.
But let me tell you something, folks. You can't fix stupid.
A few minutes later.
So if they have special restrictions and say you can't record while you're in here,
Okay.
right? And they ask you to leave, that leads into criminal trespass.
Okay, so basically you're saying if they have a policy of not recording, and then they ask me to stop recording or leave, and I don't do either, then we can trespass you.
Correct.
Okay, so that's precisely what I thought. That's what that law was. Okay, so the thing is, though, when it comes to law, you can't convert constitution protected activity into a crime.
You're not just wrong, you're stupid.
If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. It's now time to cool down from the Frauditor zone. The link to the cooldown video is right above, and the link to my entire new cooldown channel is in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it and hit the like button. Good night.